I've been always wanting to see him for forever, since I saw his first video. So last night I saw he's going to be here. I'm from New York. Immediately booked a plane ticket to come down here, called out work, called in sick, and then just jumped on a plane this morning, got here right at 9 o'clock and leaving at 8 o'clock tonight. I work at a big company, I manage a lot of people. Just amazing, and just to bring your A game every single day and give it your all. I think that's the only message you really need from him. I think everything he says is rolled up into that. If you've never seen Eric before, just be prepared to come out a different person than when you first walked in.
Where we going? We going straight to the top, baby.
Hop on 79, Philly's Hot Station for hip hop and R&B. It's the QDZ show. All right, I gotta let y'all just know. I don't even want no music. I just gotta let y'all know this. I'm excited today. I'm excited. We do what's trending with QDZ at 4 o'clock. Coming up in 6 minutes, my man Malk G's. Malk, you over there? Okay, Malk, let me tell you what's about to go down at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock. If you've never heard of Eric Thomas, you need to be near the radio at 4 p.m. He is here right now, Eric Thomas. I don't even want to say motivational speaker. I don't even want to say life coach. He's just an inspiration. You are
fire.
You are an inspiration.
Yeah.
And I'm excited that you're here. On the QDZ show.
Doubt, man. Excited to be here. There's so much potential out there. There's so many young people out there, that's getting ready to walk into their greatness. And so I'm just, at 4 o'clock, man, I'm just ready to just give them 40 years of experience so they don't have to go through what I went through and just, boom, get straight to the top of their greatness, man. So 4 o'clock, hurry up.
Trying to put my partners on.
West 1079, we are Philly. Let's go, spark up.
Okay, it's 4 o'clock. Hop on 79, Philly's Hot Station for hip hop and R&B. QDZ show, man. I want to say on the line, but in the studio right here, I have a guy that my man Danny Palmel's told me about on October 1st, 2013. And it literally changed my life. And a lot of times when we stop the music here, somebody died or something like that, we want to save a life, but we want to save a life in a different way. So I want to say this dude is an inspirational speaker, but I'm gonna just read what he says on Instagram because he's even more than this. Renowned speaker, educator, author, activist, and minister. Give it up for Eric Thomas here on the QDZ show, y'all, aka E.T. the hip hop preacher.
What up, QDZ? I can't believe I'm in the building, man. we talked on the phone a couple times, and to be in Philly, in the studio, in the flesh, it's a dream come true, man.
No, even for me, to even try to I had to stop trying to write notes to do this interview because I know a lot about you. First, I want you to introduce yourself to Philly, Jersey, Delaware, everybody that's listening out there on hop179philly.com. Break down your story.
Hey, man, I'm like most kids, listening probably. Mom, teenage mom, got pregnant at 17, and, I just been felling my whole life, man. My old dude didn't come in my life until I was about 30, dropped out of high school, took 12 years to get a 4-year degree. I've been felling my whole life, but
You said 12 years?
12 years to get a 4-year degree.
Okay.
I mastered felling, So I'm like so many kids, man, in trouble with the law, in trouble in school, in trouble at home, just trouble. And somebody came in my life and spoke life into me. It was like, kid, you got game. You a leader. You got a mouthpiece. You going to do great things, and you need to get your stuff together. And they challenged me, and I accepted the challenge, and I just fell forward. I learned from my mistakes, and I turned my mistakes into a book. I turned my mistakes into a message. I turned it into a YouTube, series. So, yeah, man, I'm just like so many young people out here who just started off failing. And by the grace of God, some things, happened, right people in my life, right environment, just a lot of right stuff happened, made the right decisions, and I went from the bottom literally to wherever I am right now. I'm definitely not at the bottom. I wouldn't say I'm at the top, but I'm definitely not at the bottom no more.
Okay, now I got to tell you, the phone lines are going crazy. I got to tell you what you've done for me. Man, it's crazy because you've done a lot. Like it was October 1st, 2013. My man Danny Palmels told me about you, and at that moment when I first heard one of your mixtapes, it changed my life instantly because I feel like everyone wants to get to the next level.
Absolutely.
Everyone talks about these grandiose things that they want to do, and you were like my personal coach. Like I would listen to you like, yo, you want to do all this stuff. You say you want to do this stuff, but you're not putting in the work. So from October 1st of last year to May 14th, right now, my life has totally changed. My personal life has gotten better. My professional life has gotten 10 times better. Like everything has just gotten better. Things have happened in my life that I don't know if I weren't listening to you, reading your books, reading the Bible, doing all these different things that I would have been able to handle some of the things that came my way.
Absolutely.
Could you break down some of just some of the initial principles?
Yeah, you know the one that I that's my go-to is when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. So for me, man, it all starts with you got to have a reason for getting up, like a reason for life. And so many people just coasting, man. Like greatness is in them. They could have more, do more, be more, but people they just on cruise control. And so I'm letting folks know, man, you got to get off cruise control. So how do you do it? That it's a hunger inside all of us, a trigger. And when you get to a point where you want to succeed, like you want to breathe, because when you think about breathing, if your breathing is ever cut short for any reason, I mean, you just like panicking. You like going through it like, whoa, how long is this going to last? You trying to, bring your arms out. You trying to put your hands behind your head. Like you doing whatever you can so you could take, like I'm talking about freely, that next breath. And so I'm telling people out there, the first principle is to activate life and to get the most out of life. I tell a toothpaste story about how my auntie, she was cheap. So auntie had the apparatus that she made you put on the end of that toothpaste, and you had to turn it. Like you couldn't push the toothpaste out of the tube. You had to take that apparatus and turn it like in a circle. But auntie, she taught us a principle. You got to get everything you could get out of life. And so many people are dying with dreams. They dying with books inside of them, CDs inside of them, acting skills inside of them, athletes inside of them. Like so much is inside of them that they never get out because they don't want it, And I just know something about humans. You've seen mothers like weigh 140 pounds pick up a car when they babies are trapped under a car. Like she 140. How she pick up the ride? But she wanted it. Like she wanted her baby to live, and you take her the next day and you try to get her to lift the car, man, she can't touch that ride. But the day before, that adrenaline, that movement, that everything in her was able to do that because of her why. So when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, man, you could be, or you could do whatever you want to do in life.
Man, I'm going to let y'all breathe on that one. Like, really. And I want to say this too, E. It's a lot of people like in our community, because you're E.T. the hip-hop preacher for a reason. Like, you the way you break things down, you break it down for us.
Yeah, that's that GED, baby.
Yeah. You break it down for us.
No doubt.
So, say if somebody's out there listening, they got $2 in their bank account, and they like, all right, I see what you're doing, E. But how everything that you saying, is it really real?
Yeah.
Like, is it like, because a lot of people just talk.
Yeah, but I think, Q, that's why people relate to me, because like when you hear me say it, I don't even think it's the words that's like people like, I ain't never heard that before. But the passion, why? Because I was the dude with the $2 in my pocket, homeless, living in an abandoned building, sleeping in the ride. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude that had an estranged relationship with mom. And a lot of people, man, if you ain't never been homeless before, you just thinking it's about a house. It's deeper than that. Me and my mama wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? Bump the fact that I only got $2 in my pocket. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. Me and my mama, the person that gave birth to me, we having a strained relationship, like we beefing. That hurt more than anything, bruh. Not being able to go home and for Thanksgiving or on my birthday to be able to sit with my mom and chill with my mom because, you know, at that time I was angry with her. So let's just forget the $2. I'm telling you, like, for real, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but when I say I started from the bottom, like, that's where I started from. So if you listening, you ain't got no excuse. Like, the reason why I can challenge you and check you, because I've been there, done that. So I didn't know if I wanted to live. I wanted to commit suicide. You know, I didn't know if I wanted to go get my GED. I was afraid, you know, what if I fail for real, for real? So I've been there, man. So I'm just letting anybody out there know, like, for real, it's up to you. If you want to stay there, you can stay there, and you can murmur and complain and whine, and that's real. But if you want to get up from where you are, there are millions of Eric Thomases who've been where you've been, who've experienced what you've experienced, and we just made a decision that, yo, I don't want this no more. Enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I'm just grateful because I wasn't valedictorian. I wasn't magna cum laude, summa cum laude. Like, I'm not telling you something that I read about or what I heard. Your boy been without showers. Like, your boy been without food. Your boy walking around people smelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. So I'm telling you, if you're out there and you're listening to me, if ET can do it, I'm telling you, you can get it done. And when we finish in this hour, I'm going to give you some tips to make that thing happen.
Listen, phone lines is going crazy. 855-575-1079. You want to talk to ET. Has he inspired you? You have a story about ET, hit him up, 855-575-1079. Eric Thomas is here on the QDZ show. Like, listen, you're not going to hear this anywhere else but Hot 1079.
Boy, I've been grinding way too